certain things about the company before you begin to understand your role in whatever positions that you have applied for. Or as a consultant, if you already want, how to go about doing what you're doing without having any issues or any problems. So, like I said earlier, you're welcome to EUC Homes. EUC Homes simply means elegant, unique, and comfortable homes. That's the acronym that we have for ourselves. Okay? The intention is for us to begin to build comfortable homes, elegant as it were, and also very unique. Okay? So now, let me apologize first and foremost to some of us. I think some of you got 10:30 or 11:30. Our interview time is always 12:30. If you got 10:30 or 11:30, I apologize for that. There must be a mistake from whoever made the post. I don't know if anybody got 10:30. But you must have been here pretty early. But if you didn't get 10:30, 12:30 is actually the time. We're starting about 1 o'clock now. What I can promise you or guarantee you is that by 2 o'clock or 2:30, we should all be out of here. So we're going to try and make it fast and swift. Okay? All right. So now, I'll bring you to the next arrangement here. Some of you have received this and this, right? Okay, it's not a mistake. You are here for interview. If you're here for interview and you're giving this, it's not a mistake. It's just for you to have something on the other hand for you to be able to look at if you so wish. For you to be rich in Nigeria today, indeed anywhere in the world, you cannot be looking at only one income, which is salary. You need multiple streams of income for you to be rich. Salaries has not made anybody rich, except of course I hear the MD of MTN is earning billions. So unless you want to become the MD of MTN or maybe the MD of a bank or something like that, which is not impossible, yeah, but you have to walk through it. I guess it took that guy almost 25 or 30 years to become MD of MTN, and he must have started from somewhere. So when you're starting from where we are now, you will need other income, other sources of money coming in. So I'm going to quickly explain that within the next 10 minutes so that we understand what that is about. That is not the main reason why you are here. You are here for interview, you're going to get a job, and you'll pay the salary. That's what we are here. Well, that's what some of us are here for. Some other people are here to learn about the company product and so on. I'm going to crash all those things into about 30 minutes. It's going to be pretty quick. And I think I crave your indulgence to pay attention to me in the next 20 minutes. We'll be done and we'll break out into the interview session quickly. Okay. So the form that you have in your hand is called the consultant registration form. The information that is required in that form is very simple. Just your name, your phone number, email address, next of kin. Somebody is wondering why next of kin. Next of kin because what we're doing here with this form is dealing with money. We're dealing with money. God forbid anything happens to anybody, the banks will always ask you for your next of kin. So if we're dealing with money as well, we're asking for a next of kin as well.
Sorry, does it involve the old guys?
Yes, it does.
But we did this some time
many years ago. You don't need to fill this if you are here.
So if it's computed in the system, I don't think
you don't need to do that anymore. Okay. So you already been captured, and your next of kin, the bank account details are all there.
Okay.
Then, of course, the next thing is we're asking you for your bank account details. And somebody was like, no, I'm not going to give my account. No. If you don't give your account details, you're not going to get money in your account. It's as simple as that. So nobody can use your account number to defraud you. Can we get more chairs here, please? Okay. Come a second. So if you don't give your bank details, there's no way I'm going to pay you. Unless I'll start calling you on the phone. I say, hello, Mr. Lagbaja, please can you send me your account details? And what? Okay, I want to pay for money to your account. Somebody just did the deal and it's your downline or something. I'm trying to explain it to you. But if I have your details already, you You don't need to hear from me. You don't need to see me. You will just see your alerts. It's as simple as that. Now, okay, how am I going to be seeing alerts when I've not done any work? Somebody is asking. It's a very simple thing. I'll explain. You're going to do some work. Everybody must work. So, the second document that you have is what explains the kind of work that you need to do. If you have read through it, then you just listen to me whilst I explain what it means or what we're looking at. First, we introduce the company, what we do, and all of that. EUC Homes is a real estate company, and we're into what you call site and service. Site and service. So, what site and service basically means is that we sell land. That's what we do. We sell land here. Okay? Now, you say EUC Homes. Where is the home coming from now? Before you can build and have a home, you need the land. Okay? So nobody's going to build in space. But we're getting to the future where China is beginning to clear the doubts of almost everybody. I think one day we're going to begin to build in space, actually. We're going to begin to build in the air where you probably will not need land. I don't know how they're going to suspend it. I don't know how they're going to do it. But I think China is already doing something close to that already. There are people who live in 24-story buildings and rail lines running across their bedroom like that, So all kinds of things are happening in this world. Those high-rise buildings are some of the ways where you can get maximum use of your land. So if you have just a 10,000 square meter land and you're building a 40-story building like First Bank is going to build pretty soon, they launched it yesterday, you are going to have all the floors occupying the same land, but they're going up in the sky. So the sky is the limit, like they say, and there's a lot of space there for people to use. So in Lagos, we are seeing a lot of that. Okay, in some of the houses that we're planning to build, we are going on 2 floors. So you have a small space, as small as this reception is, but we're taking it on 3 floors. So you have sitting room, kitchen, bedroom, and 2 rooms upstairs, and all of that. So management of space is what everybody is looking at now, because the land is getting expensive every day. Land in Lagos is getting expensive every day. Some people bought land in Lekki Phase 1 some 25 years ago for 5 million. Maybe 30 years ago, 5 million, 3 million. Today, that same plot of land is going for 400 million naira. You can imagine if you have 2 plots, then they're a billionaire. Meanwhile, as at that time, some people had that money and they say, no, I'm going to buy land there. Why? Because that place then, if you go there, you see sand all over the place. You can't even drive to where your land is. If you want to drive, you must be an expert driver to be able to drive through Lekki Phase 1 back in the days. Otherwise, your car, the sand will take the car from you and you enter somewhere. So people go there and they say, no, I'm going back to my brother. I'm going to Yalakanja. I'm going to do this. Today, they will tell you the story. People are always telling stories. That's the thing, they're always telling stories. In the 60s, my father has his own story there. They showed him land in BI. And they looked at it, it was elephant grass that was inside. They might say, where's the land? They showed this is the land. He carried stone, they put it at the water, splash pan. They say, you're not selling land to me, you're selling water. They said, no, this is where the land is. You put that, you do this. They were trying to explain to him, he said, no. The money they were asking from him to buy that land in Victoria Island that year was right in his pocket. It was in his pocket. He could have just put it in his pocket, counted the money and give it to them. He said, take, I will take this one. He didn't buy. He was telling us the story many years later, and by that time, the place we were talking about has turned to BI. We used to call it BI extension back in the days. But nobody knows where BI extension is anymore now. It's not Victoria Island now. That place I was speaking to you now, that plot of land is almost $1 billion naira now. I would have become a billionaire through him, but he didn't do it. But that's fine. He has made a mistake. I don't want to make that mistake, and I think you shouldn't make the mistake as well. And the people you'll be talking to should not make those kind of mistakes. So what we have now is we have land in many parts of Lagos, but our concentration is in Ibejuleki. We have a lot of land in Ibejuleki. In fact, EUC is about Ibejuleki. The chairman of EUC is Babalaje of Ibejuland. If you ask me, you were wondering how come he got that kind of position. It's because we have a large chunk of land of that community right with us here. He's not a Yoruba man. So you think, how come? He's not a Yoruba man, he's an Igbo man. And he's a Malaki of Ibeju land. He goes to their meetings, he stays with them, and he understands exactly what's going on there. So why did we go to Ibeju? We went to Ibeju about 10 years ago, or maybe 11 or 12 years to be precise. But we started this company 10 years ago. It used to be 10 years ago. I hope many of us here will have that. We have been selling land for 10 years. Our plan for the next 10 years is really to build homes. We're going to build houses, to build and sell. Like many houses to be in Bejuleki, but that's why we are. What is it you see on the board? 80% of them are in Bejuleki. Bejuleki is not a mistake. It was done purposely. It was done with the benefits of foresight. We saw what was going to come to Bejuleki, that was why we positioned ourselves in that place. We have fought a lot of battles. If you know how land is in Lagos, we have gone to so many lengths to try and secure some of those properties that we have there. Bejuleki, by the way, there's no solid land, there's all swamp. Deep swamp in some places, waterlogged neighborhoods and all of that. But this waterlogged neighborhood we're talking about, that was exactly how Victoria Island was 35, 40 years ago. Today, it is what it is today. High-rises are springing up there. You can imagine Eko Atlantic, where I was telling you earlier that First Bank is building the tallest building in West Africa. They did the groundbreaking yesterday. A 40-story building that's sitting on what? Sitting on water on the ocean. The whole of Eko Atlantic is Atlantic Ocean. If you have been in Lagos, maybe 20 years before now, the whole of Eko Atlantic is Atlantic Ocean. The whole place was sandfield, it was reclaimed, and today somebody is building the tallest building in West Africa in that location. That building is going to be sitting on the ocean bed, because they have to pile from the ocean bed so that they can accommodate the building going up. Okay? So technology, there's nothing technology cannot capture, cannot do. So some of the swamp that people are calling swamp in the today, once you fill them with sand, you'll be seeing land. And then you'll be wondering, how come this is happening? That's just the way it is. So let's go back to the issue of Bejuleki. Why Bejuleki? Because I'll tell you 4 projects in Bejuleki that makes it make sense why you should be in Bejuleki. By the way, Bejuleki is going to be the new Lagos in the next 5-10 years from now. It's going to be off the hook. Everywhere there is going to explode very seriously. Okay, number 1 project. I'm sure we all know the Dangote refinery. It's the biggest project in that neighborhood now. Indeed, the biggest project in Africa. $25 billion US. There's no one else that is doing a project that's big in Africa today. Not in South Africa, not in Egypt, not in Kenya, not in Ghana. It's happening right here in Nigeria and in Bejuleki. The Dangote refinery is one of the largest refineries in the world. As of 2 weeks ago, they exported aviation fuel to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has more than 15 refineries, big ones, but yet they still bought aviation fuel from Dangote refinery because the need for energy is increasing by the days all around the world, and everybody is jostling. Trump is jostling to capture everything that is energy anywhere he finds it. Sometimes by hook, by crook, by whatever means, he doesn't care. He just captures it. He has not risen Nigeria matter yet. When his time comes, maybe start raising Nigeria matter. Probably want to take over the whole of Bejuleki as well from us. We will not know. But let's wait until that time. We're waiting for him. We are here. The Dangote refinery is supplying 60 or 70% of Nigeria's petroleum product today. And we also have the capacity and capability to export. And indeed, as we speak, they're exporting to the whole of West Africa. Ghana, Togo, Benin Republic, Liberia, Gabon, and the rest of them. They're exporting to all those countries. So Nigeria is feeding the whole of West African region with petroleum products. We have been feeding them before anyway, with our subsidized petrol. So we subsidize petrol for Nigerians, And the Nigerians illegally take those products to those places, and they make a lot of money from it. So the subsidy that we're doing, using Nigeria's money to do, was being taken back by some other people who take these products out of Nigeria to go and resell them. Okay, so I was in Maiduguri for some time, and I know that on a daily basis, more than 5,000 trucks of petrol leave Nigeria for the Niger Republic every night. Chad. It's so huge a trade that the person that is doing that smuggling is one of the richest Nigerians today. I don't want to mention his name on camera. So, the second project after Dangote Refinery is the Lekki Deep Sea Port. It's deep sea port. I'm sure you have heard about it too. You'll be wondering why it is named Deep Sea Port. Why haven't we had a deep sea port before? Is there anyone anywhere else in Nigeria? Yes, the only place where we should have had a deep sea port is the Calabar port. The Calabar port is essentially supposed to be a deep sea port, but it was never dredged to accommodate the large vessels that a deep sea port should accommodate. So we do not have a deep sea port in Nigeria. The Lekki deep sea port is the first deep sea port in Nigeria. And then you'll be wondering, Nigeria is about 65 years old or something now, and we have never had a deep sea port. Why? So what have we been doing? Don't we have large vessels coming to Nigeria? Indeed, we do. Large vessels that are supposed to come to Nigeria berth in Lome and Cotonou ports. Those two ports are deep sea ports. What it means is that the resources that are supposed to be coming to Nigeria through import charges and all of that is going to those countries. The country affected the most is Benin Republic. The whole of the economy revolves around their ports. They don't do nothing else in that country. They don't have wine, they don't have gold, they don't have cassava, they don't have maize, they don't have anything. The port is where the whole country lives on. And 85% of the goods from their port is coming to Nigeria. So our large vessels that are supposed to berth in Nigeria will berth in Cotonou or Lome port, and then we transload from there into Nigeria. That means we use smaller vessels, because those large vessels, 200,000 metric tons, 150 metric tons, 150,000 metric tons, 100,000 metric tons cannot enter Nigerian ports. Because if they try it, they're going to destroy the whole port. So they berth in those places. And then we use smaller vessels, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, to go and carry from them and bring to Nigeria, carry from there and bring to Nigeria. That was another business that was created because of that lacuna that was created in port activities. Now, the Lekki Deep Sea Port, again, has crumbled, or will crumble, the economy of Cotonou Republic. That one is definite. Just that port sitting down there in the Lekki here. So to tell you how huge that port is going to be in the next 5-10 years from now, it's going to be really serious. Now we have big companies like Vitol, Transfigura, and the rest of them that bring petroleum products to Nigeria. These are giant corporations around the world. People don't know them because they have offices, but they don't. Those who work there know. But the MD of Vitol, Transfigura, is probably any more than the MD of MTN, maybe times 2. But people don't know those companies. These are companies that bring in large vessels of petroleum products or containers into the Gulf of Guinea. So those vessels cannot berth in Lekki Deep Sea Port. And the port is designed in such a way that some of those cargoes that are coming to Nigeria can be cleared within hours. Some of those large vessels will be cleared within 48 hours with the design of that port. If you go there, you see some facilities that are there. These are facilities that are modern. They are like the ports in Dubai, they are like the ports in the US, they are the ports in Canada, they are the ports in the UK. Modern facility. Apapa port cannot do 30% of what that port can do. In fact, the two ports in Apapa combined, that is the Tinkan Island port and the Apapa port itself, they cannot do what that port can do. But it's only time, because the importers have not started working on getting their cargoes directed to the Lekki Deep Sea Port. But it's happening gradually. At least for now, I can tell you for free that every week, 2 large vessels berth in Lekki Deep Sea Port and they're cleared within 48 hours. You won't see anything noise, you won't hear anything. So the containers are going out of Lagos, so they don't come through the express there. They go from Ekpe out. is just trucks, containers, petroleum product, and sand trucks that are just moving every second. Every second. If you go to that neighborhood now, the beehive of activity for all those people. And then the coastal road is also under construction. It's taking a lot of materials, sand, and everything is going there on a daily basis. Hundreds of thousands of trucks of sand and so on is going to that location because of the coastal road, the Lagos Calabar coastal road. Now that coastal road is another project that's going to help Ibejuleki decongest the whole area and make traveling to Ibejuleki a lot easier. Once that road is fully constructed, it will take you 25 minutes only to get from Victoria Island to Ibejuleki. So those who are saying now, that place is far, indeed it's far. You want to go there through the express now, it will take us another 1 hour, 20 minutes or so to get there. But with the Lekki Coastal Road, it will take you just 25 minutes from Victoria Island, not from here. From here, it's maybe about 15 minutes or so. 25 minutes. So at that point, you just be looking at everybody. Maybe you say it's far. I know. It's not far anymore now. You just pay your fee at the toll gate and then you are there. It's very simple. The coastal road has been done so far now to somewhere around Iguefon. So you can actually travel from Victoria Island now to Iguefon in 5 minutes. And Iguefon. Yeah. They've done that lane. Now if you go there, you see. It's not open for public yet. So it's only for those who, can just go through there with maybe with bikes or so on. You see the road is beautiful, and I think it's a project that we all needed. Because that's just 2 projects, right? And these 2 projects, whether directly or indirectly, are employing many people. Dangote Refinery is employing about 35,000 people, engineers, technicians, casual workers, and so on and so forth. I'm not talking about the spin-off businesses like those petroleum tanker drivers or those who are doing the petroleum marketers and all. I'm not talking about those ones at all. We don't even know the numbers of those ones that are going to come to that road. I'm talking about staff of Dangote Refinery, 35,000 people working in that refinery. If you see where 35,000 people are gathered together, you will know that it's a huge number. I've been to a stadium before. Unfortunately, I don't know. The stadium culture in Nigeria now is beginning to. Madam, you're welcome. The stadium culture in Nigeria is beginning to, I don't know, most of our stadium are not in good shape. But when the national stadium was fully operational, I think that was some 15, 20 years ago, I had the privilege of going there to watch a match, and the stadium capacity is 60,000. Only 60,000. The whole of Surulere that day was locked down. The traffic was from Ojuelegba to Ipanri. The whole of Maka was locked down. Everywhere in Surulere was locked down. Just because of how many people now? Only 60,000 people. And now the video you are talking about, like 5,000 people working in one location. Come on. It's going to be a serious matter. Those people started working last year, engineers. Some of them are earning money in millions. Okay? By the time they work for like a year or 2, guess what they're going to start looking for? Land. They want to live around the refinery. They want to buy houses around there. They want to be within where they work. Now that's just kind of the refinery stuff. What about the deep sea port staff? Those ones are even many too. And then the clearing agents too are coming there to join them. The clearing agents, you can't count their numbers. Go to Alpha, you see them, they take over a whole street. They take over a whole shopping complex. The whole of Elegana shopping complex is taken over by clearing agents in Alpha. The whole of Commercial Avenue is clearing agents. So if they come to this place now again, it's going to be a serious problem. And those guys have money. Clearing and forwarding, there's money. So they're the first people that will start looking for how to buy land in that place. So we are getting ready for them as well. The third project, there are 3 free trade zones in Ibejuleki alone. 3. Some states don't have free trade zone. The whole state. In fact, many states don't have free trade zones. Many states have free trade zones in places like Rivers, Ogun, I think Ondo,
Cross River.
Delta, Cross River. Very few states. Some states don't have free trade, but Ebejuleki alone has 3 free trade zones in the same local government. Number 1, the Lekki Free Trade Zone is the most popular of them all. It's owned by the Chinese. The Chinese came a long time ago to come and set up that place, and they're doing fantastically well. 2 of the high rises in Lekki today are in the Lekki Free Trade Zone. They have a 15-story building and a 10-story building there. If you go there, you see that already built, already operating. The headquarters of the Lekki Free Trade Zone is a 15-story building, glass house, built by the Chinese. Everything there is written in Chinese. Okay, so they are there operating. Then you have the Lagos Free Trade Zone. The Lagos Free Trade Zone is owned by the Lagos State Government. That's where the Dangote refinery is. The Dangote refinery is within the Free Trade Zone. And there are several companies around there too. Dano Milk, Kellogg's, Power Oil, and several others. These are not small companies. I mentioned it there. It looks like they are not small. They're not small companies at all. Kellogg's is an international brand. They came to Nigeria. The only place they are producing in Nigeria is in Lekki, in that place. That's the only place where they're producing in Nigeria. They have cornflakes, they have all kinds of products, cocoa puffs and stuff. They're producing them right there. If you go there, you see the trucks, the distributors' trucks and so on coming to carry products every day, going to different parts of Nigeria and different parts of West Africa, in fact. Because I know they take some of the products there to Ghana, to the Republic, to Liberia, to Cameroon, and so on. So it's a huge industry that we have there. And they have about 15 more companies that are functioning, factories that are functioning right there in the Lagos Free Trade Zone right now as we speak. And more are coming because the land is still there. So you have a lot of land ready for some of those people. Then you have the Alaro City. Alaro City is a free trade zone. A lot of people don't know that, but it's a free trade zone. So Alaro City already has combined residential with industrial. So there are factories operating inside Alaro City now, and there are also residential buildings that are also strewn up in that same neighborhood. So that's how they've done this. So what's a free trade zone? Actually, I've had to discuss with a lot of people, and I tell them there's nothing free about the free trade zone. It's not a free trade zone. We should change that name. It's an economic zone. Nobody else uses free trade zone in the world except Nigeria. In America, they don't use free trade zone. In Canada, they don't use free trade zone. In the UK, they don't use free trade zone. It's only in Nigeria that we use free trade zone because we want people to believe that there's something that are free there. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. There's nothing free there. The free trade zone idea is a territory that is carved out, and they carve it out of a country. So those territories are not the Nigerian territory anymore. So they're carved out as a foreign territory now to produce goods without paying taxes to the federal government of Nigeria. That is why they call it free. But it's not free. So what happens? Yes, you are producing in that territory without paying taxes to the Nigerian government. No problem. But whatever you produce there, if you want to sell it in Nigeria, the customs are waiting for you by the gate. You're welcome, sir. Yeah, pay your custom duties. So it's like importing what you produce in that place into Nigeria. That's what it is. So when you're importing it into Nigeria, you pay custom duties. But you can produce everything you want to produce there. You are not paying 1 naira to Nigerian government and take it out of Nigeria, no problem. You are free to do that. You are free to do that. Sell it, take it out, no problem. Where the government is benefiting from is from the sales of those lands. Now, in all the 3 free trade zones I've mentioned to you, there is no one of them, not one of them, is less than $200,000 per plot. Same in Ebejuleki, where we are selling our own land for 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. The same plot of land is going for 250 million, 300 million. Okay, so why is that so? It's because they have added value to their own land. All right. So when we're in the place of adding value to ours too, or piggybacking on theirs, to make ours appreciate as well. So that is why you see most of the time when you're talking about we have land in Bedileki, you say with proximity to Dangote refinery, they start mentioning all of that because that's what we want to use to increase our own value as well. Same land, same swamp land. It's not different, same thing. When they were building that place, and the sand filled that place for 6 months, the sand was huge. In fact, we were afraid that we were going to take all the sand in the sea. But God is
Gracious.
God is gracious. That's why God. If you like, take sand like you took for Dangote refinery, take it for the next 100 years. The sand will not finish. They've been taking sand in Badore for how long now? Even the water is not going down. So I'm wondering, okay, as they're taking sand, maybe the water is supposed to be going down now. But it's not even going down. If for anything, I think the water is even increasing. You know? If you go there now, you stand there now, every day, at least 1,000 truckloads of sand will leave this Badore road every day. And they have not stopped doing that for the last 10 years. That I can remember. And the sand is not finishing. The lagoon is still there. The kind of sand that Dangote took from the sea, one would think that the sand will finish in the ocean. But it stays there. So that's the third project. Now, the last one, and we're done with the talks, is another very important project. By the way, there are several other projects, but I'll talk about this one because I want to talk about the four, so you understand what the Lekki is all about. The fourth one is the Lekki International Airport. That airport is under construction as we speak. I was there 2 weeks ago, and I saw the work that is ongoing there is massive. That airport is fashioned after the Dubai International Airport. If you have been to Dubai before, you will see that the airport in Dubai is massive. That airport is something else. It's a whole village. You cannot stroll inside the Dubai International Airport. You cannot stroll inside that airport. You need to get on a scooter to take you from one shopping mall to another. Otherwise, you wear yourself out. Therefore, so that's like walking from BGC to Ramadesaya. And then walking like that. That's how it is. So you're going from one place to another. They say one restaurant is down the road. You want to go, you want to stroll there, you want to start walking. So you're going to Ramadesaya to go to it. By the time you get there, or you finish eating and you come back here, the food will disappear for your stomach. So you have to get on the scooter. So you have scooters and all that provided there. The Lekki International Airport is fashioned after that airport. But the Lekki International Airport has some good attributes to it. First, it's not just a local airport. It's a local and an international airport. So you can go there and channel your flights to UK, to the US, to Canada, to anywhere in the world that you want to go to. As soon as the airline operators begin to understand that this airport is fully operational, they're going to be channeling flights to that place. Again, that place, I'm afraid, in the space of maybe another 2 years or so after operating, may take the work from Murtala Mohammed International Airport. People have been comparing from Murtala Mohammed International Airport anyway, until the new terminal was built and so on. But you may just take cargo away from there. Because everybody wants to find to be in a fine place now. The airport is going to be beautiful that, you just, if you travel to London and say, where are you going to Lagos? You say, Murtala Mohammed. You say, Lekki International. Because you want to have a feel of what is in that airport. Secondly, that airport is not just a passenger airport. It's a passenger and cargo airport. Which means NACO shed. NACO will have to have a branch in that place as well. Because you cannot buy goods and channel it through that airport. You clear it from there and all of that. Now, the beautiful thing about that airport is going to be the only airport in Nigeria where you can land an Airbus. An Airbus is a large aeroplane. Some of them have three-story building inside the plane. Some of those kind of planes, we have not seen them in Nigeria. Why? Because they can't land here. One attempted to land in Murtala Mohammed in 1989, and if not for the expertise of the pilot, it would have overrun the runway. It just got to where the runway ended and was able to stop right there. and he said if it made a mistake or was not calculated enough, that bus would have gone off the runway. Because the runway was not built particularly to accommodate an Airbus. The Airbus is so large that when the vehicle is very big, for you to match brake, it's not difficult. So you do it gently, otherwise you're going to have problems. You're going to create some friction inside. So the Airbus needs a very long runway to land. The Lekki International Airport is going to present that opportunity. And so Airbuses can begin to land in Nigeria again. Okay? So it's a good one for Lekki. That airport is sitting on about 353 hectares of land. It's about the same size of land that the Dangote refinery is sitting on. Very large, I suppose. Okay? For you to understand what 353 hectares is, let me start by telling you how the land calculation is done. Because if you're working in a real estate company, you should know that anyway. We start with every land is measured in square meters. So a square meter is about the size of from this position to this place and that place. That's about a square meter. Not so big. I think you can sit 4 people or 5 people. Okay. A plot of land is 600 square meters in our calculation. In some parts of Lagos, 700, some old plots, 700, 800, some 650 thereabout. But standard plot of land is 600 square meters. And in EUC, we do 600 square meters. Some people are doing 500 now. They say their own plot is 500 square meters. Okay, it's good, no problem. But a standard plot of land is 600 square meters. That's what we do. 1 plot of land. If you have 6 of them together, 6 plots of land is 1 acre. 1 acre is 6 of those plots together. That makes 1 acre. 15 plots or 2.5 acres make 1 hectare. 15 plots or 2.5 acres make 1 hectare. So if that airport is sitting on 353 hectares of land, please do the maths. Times 15. You know how many plots we're talking about. You know how many plots of land we're talking about. It's a large space. It's the whole city. The whole city. It's going to be huge. So that is that for Lekki. I think those of us who don't know Lekki too well will probably begin to look deeper into Lekki again. Okay. So how can I make money from all this talk that I've been talking since? If you turn to the second page of this your pamphlet here, you'll see where we have the commission structure for those who will be taking that as a second means of income. Okay. If you're ready to sell EUC land, what we pay here is the 30% commission structure. What that means is that we have 2 generations of people who are going to earn from that from that commission. The first person is the direct commission sales. So what the direct means is that you are the one that you own the deal. So he is the one that's bringing the direct commission. He's talking with his brother, and his brother is saying, okay, I want to buy land. Based on all the things that you have told me. Based on all the stories that I've told you about the Lekki land. All these things are verified by the way. Some of them are already built. The only one that is under construction is the airport. The other 3 are already up and running already. Okay? So you're telling somebody about it, come and buy land in EUC and this or that. If you're the one that's bringing the person, you're getting a 25% commission from the sales of that land. So let me quickly do a quick math for us. If the land is 10 million, like I said before, we have some land for 10 million. 25% of 10 million is what?
2.5.
That's what you're going to get. You're going to get 2.5 million and 10 million sales instantly. Right? Now, let me use Freeway as an example. Don't be angry with anyone else. If you register as a consultant and you introduce that to her and she introduced that to him, I have my 3 generations here. Alright? She's direct. If you make the sales, you get a 25%, and that's it. You're good. You're the one that's talking to us directly, the company. Alright? But if she makes the sales, she will get a 25%, and you will get a 3% from our money. You don't have to come to the office. We already have your records. We already know who brought you in, and we have your bank account details. You will see an alert in your phone, and you'll be wondering, where's this money coming from? But you see EUC Homes there, and you know that, oh yeah, what happened? Can't tell you the story. Oh, your downline sold, and that's why you're getting this 3%. You introduced him. If he makes the sales, he's going to get his 25% from that money. You will get 3% from there, right? And then you also get 2% from the same money. 25, 3, and 2. So you don't even know him. She's the one you know. You don't know him. You don't know him at all. You don't know he exists. But he has just made a sale and you're saying 2%. Please, come on to do calculation. 2% of 10 million. So you do 200,000 in your account just like that. You wonder, you don't share about what's going on. Maybe they do mistake. No, there's no mistake. The person that you do not know has just made a sales through the person that you know. She's going to get 3%, which is how much?
300.
And then you get 2%, which is 200,000. That's how it works. So all you need to do is to talk to someone who's probably going to talk to another person and like that. You don't know how the thing is going to go. But we're restricted to just the 3 generation because we don't want it to be too, you know, those, you don't even know where you belong anymore. So, but you can have multiples of 3 generations like that, which means everybody you talk to is a fresh generation for you. So if you talk to her and she talks to her, that's another generation that's been created for you. All right? So she makes the sales, you get 25%, you get 3%, you get 2% again from there. Or if she makes the sales, you get 25%, you get a 3%. So you can have multiple of 3 generations like that created. So all you need to do is to talk to people. Just talk to people, talk to people, talk to people. If you want the form, give it to another and fill it, and then you bring it to us. Your name will be there as the upline, to that person. And that is it. So somebody says, what kind of people can I talk to? It's only people that are looking nice, like all of us here in this room today. It's all of those people that are looking on. Talk to every human being as an adult. And we don't do the children stuff here. So we know what adult is in Nigeria. 18 years and above. It's an adult. Talk to every adult. When I say every adult, whether it's a mechanical, the carpenter, the welder, the house gear, the houseboy, the driver, the doctor, the lawyer, the professional, the professor, whatever it is. Talk to anybody that come across your path. You do not know who is going to make the sales. Like I always give the example of a house help that got commission of over 6 million naira. How did she do it? Someone spoke to her and just felt, I just want to make my numbers. I'll tell you about that one later. I just want to make my numbers. Let me just help this people. She's a house help to somebody. Okay. And one day she collected flyers in the office and went home. They live in BGC here. So one day she was just bold. That day, no one of those days when you just feel like bold. Let me just talk to a guy. What did they say? I got you. I have these people here. They say they're selling land. Oh, what is that? What's your business with that? You selling land now? I said, no, sir. They gave it to me yesterday. I guess I should show it to you. But hey, don't be there. So she dropped it there. In the evening, the guy took the flyer again and looked at it. This is good. I can't say, come. This thing that you gave me, what did you say gave it to you? She explained herself. Where is this office? She said it's there. The man went online, checked those out, he called the number of the flyer and everything, and he bought a plot of land. This man bought a 24 million naira plot of land from EUC Homes. And we paid that girl 6 million naira. Guess what happened to her country? She ran away. She ran away, ladies and gentlemen. She stopped walking.
She went
back to her village and started, I don't know what she's doing there. The man came back to us here and was saying, look at what people have done to me. What kind of village is this now? You don't even just send my husband away. You just send my husband away. Now I don't have anybody again. She was not reliable. She was not this. She was not that. My children like that. Okay, it's not our fault. We only try to help. You know, she has done something good. And what we promised we'll do, we did. She had never seen 6 million before. In fact, when the 000s were in her phone, she was just confused. The next month, this guy packed a load and ran away from there. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's get another chair. I think there's some plastic chairs now. There's not? Okay. So that is what so we encourage people that when you see those kind of big monies, please remain your good self. Money is meant to be spent, it's meant to help you. When you see those money, there's no money that cannot finish. She thinks 6 million naira will not finish. It can finish. She doesn't know that if she stayed back, that Oga may call out one of his own friends, and the friend may say, I want to buy again. Guess what? That commission goes to her. Because there's no consultant involved. She's the only consultant that we know. So referral is also rewarded. You're going to get your commission from the referral of your clients. You understand? So she could have just simply talked to some of our other colleagues in VGC and say, go and tell your Oga, I'll register you. Go and talk to your Oga, I'll register you. And she would have been massively rich by now. I just saw 6 million naira run away. You know. It was an unfortunate situation because the man was not very happy about it at all. And he said, if you're going to pay my girl that kind of money, you should have told me. I will tell you now. She's not an adult. So they say you collect the money for her. We don't even want you to know that we're paying her that much from your money anyway. Because it's there's a clause of secrecy attached to every of this kind of business. Right? Madam, you're welcome. You have an interview, right? Training. Okay, good. You're one of our trainers. I've spoken quite a lot, but I'll try and make you catch up. So that is that. So I was saying that I was coming to another angle before. So what it means that if you are the one that you have this generation now. If you can do 50 people in a month, you can bring 50 people in a month, let them register. 50 people in a month, 50, just 50. I pay you 200,000 for bringing 50 people. It doesn't matter what kind of people you're bringing. Like I said earlier, driver, house help, housework, whatever, professor, doctor, lawyer, anybody. You can make 50 people here every month. You get 200,000.
It doesn't matter if they sell or not.
It doesn't matter if they sell or not.
So once you meet the benchmark,
50 people must not sell. If your 50 people sell, that means you're a billionaire already. If your 50 people sell, you're a billionaire already.
So 200,000 for how long?
Per month.
Per month or for 1 month?
For 1 month.
Or just only 1 month?
Of course, if you bring 50 people every month. Yeah, if you stay consistent, calm down. If you stay consistent and you do 50 people every month, you get 200,000 every month. Okay? So you can take it as a salary. Yes, if you do 100, they give you 400,000.
How about 50 over 2 months?
No. It's over a month. It's over a month. It's the target that we have given. So I give you a chance to free flow. You will just do 5 this month, 10 next month, and after 6 months, come back and say, I made my 50 in my money. No, it's a target. You must meet 50 people in a month. The month was that 50 people. So it's a target. So if you don't make your 50 that month, you go back to 0. So the general idea is to make you work hard. If you see it as a salary thing, it's not so difficult. If the month is coming to an end and you have 48 people, is it 2 people that will give you? You are looking at your money. You want to look like you.
But it's possible. You can't. They say you go and grab them in the marketplace.
Grab them. Yes, grab them in the marketplace. Yes, you have 2 people to go. You have 48. Remaining 2, and the month is ending. And you're telling me that you cannot find 2 people?
You go and carry grandma.
If you go to row 2 here, you have to catch 2 people. I'll hold them by the back. Please come. I will register them by force so that I can collect my money. Simple. Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just university. Somehow.
Yes.
Okay, 15 people in
1 month.
Okay. Register them. Is there anything? What about if they are not attending seminar or?
They don't have to attend them. You encourage them to attend seminars.
Okay, how they encourage them?
You encourage them to attend seminars. Encourage them to attend seminars means you want them to make sales. You want them to understand what the business is about. So that when they make sales, you also earn from them. So it's in your best interest to get your 50 people engaged so that they can be active.
So those 50 people, would they be under you as
Absolutely. They are downlines.
50 different downlines.
50 All the 50 people are your downline. All of them. Some of them, of course, you don't know all of them. Some of them, you will just one day, one of your downline will just meet the sales, and then you get your 3%. And you'll be wondering where this money coming from. There's a particular gentleman and another lady. They're not here today. They were here last week. You know, they just receive alerts in their phone almost in a month, like twice in a month. They receive alerts in their phone because their downlines that they don't know make sales and pay them their money. And then we have on Monday, 2 people came and collected 200,000 naira from us here because they made their 50 people mark. Recruited 50 people within this month. You know, so all of these things can be done. It's easy. I've shown you 2 ways to make money outside of your salary now. So you're working, you're collecting your salary. It's good insurance for you. It's good insurance for you. And I've told you if you make sales from selling the land, you're going to get 25% from that. That's also fantastic insurance for you as well. But if you recruit as well, and you decide to recruit up to 50 people in a month, you get 200,000 from there. That's in addition to your salary. If your salary is 300,000, it's 500,000, if your salary is 200,000, that's 700,000 a month. Now, how can you do that if you are working somebody's asking? What we do here is 9 to 5. We open the office at 9, and we close at 5 p.m. Okay? We don't want you rushing from wherever you're coming from. Lagos is a difficult place to live. The traffic is bad. We don't open at 8 o'clock. We don't open at 7 o'clock. If you come, the office will be open. Somebody will be here. But your office time is 9 a.m. And by 5 p.m., carry your bag. Good night, sir. Good night, sir. In fact, don't tell me good night, sir. Just go. Don't tell me good night. Just go. You don't need to tell anybody good night. Just carry your bag and go once it's 5. Except if we have a meeting or you're attending somebody and you're doing something. Okay. All right. Yes. So that's the second angle. I'm going to start the interview. You're not here for interview, right? Okay, I'll interview you first. Give me another 5 minutes. Yeah? All right. So you pardon her, please. She has to go somewhere. So I'll interview her first, and she didn't come first, I know, but it's okay. Because we did another priority at the moment. So that's the second angle. You can make money from there. So you should be looking at all these various streams of income so that in addition to your salary, you can be okay for the month. There are some people that came here last month. The gentleman came for this seminar last month, and this month I don't. Okay, so from what we had last week anyway, it's on video. So if you go to YouTube, you see it. The guy collected a check of 12 million right here. He came looking for the job of an accountant. And after I finished talking, he said, okay, I'm not looking for a job anymore. I said, but how are you going to be living? He said, no. I'm entering the streets now. And he made sales, and he collected his check of 12 million. 12 million. If I was going to pay him 1 million naira a month, he has collected his 12 months salary already. If I was going to pay him 500,000 naira a month, he has collected his money for 2 years. Yes, he has collected salary for 2 years. So it's always good to look at all those avenues and know that what I'm doing is like this on some point. All right? Okay, any questions, ladies and gentlemen? So
yeah, there's one question here. Quick one, Mr.
Yes.
Bankole.
Right on.
Yeah, your 1 month,
Yes.
like it can start from any day, in so much as it falls between 30 days.
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Like if I start on the 14th
You can start today. Today is what? Today's day is what?
If you
1
make
month from now is when? 6th of
60,
April.
okay.
That's
It's all
it.
right. It's okay.
Any other question? All right.